Hey everyone, welcome back to Unfiltered Nutrition, the podcast where we have honest conversations about the state of dietetics across the nation and ways we can look to expand our expertise to shape the field of nutrition. I'm your host, Jimmy, an Airmark dietetic intern, and today we're asking a big question that is near and dear to my heart. Where are all the men in dietetics? If you've ever looked around a dietetics classroom, conference, or work environment, you might have noticed something. It's overwhelmingly female. In fact, according to recent stats, less than 10% of registered dietitians in the U.S. are men. So today, we're diving into the why. Why aren't more men entering this field, and what barriers are holding them back? And what can we do to make dietetics more inclusive? Let's start with the obvious. Stereotypes. Dietetics has long been seen as a helping profession, one that is rooted in nurturing and caregiving, qualities that are traditionally associated with femininity. Historically, nutrition was closely tied to home, which carried strong gendered expectations. However, this unspoken rule still lingers, and it sends a subtle but powerful message. This field isn't for you if you're a man. It's not just perception. Men who pursue nutrition degrees often find themselves feeling isolated. They may be the only male student in a class of 30 or the only man in a department. That lack of peer support can be discouraging, and in some cases lead to dropping out, switching majors, or finding a new career. For myself, I had about 5 guys in every class with me in my DPD program at Westchester University. We all sat near each other for each class and worked on group projects together. Though we made friends with others of the opposite gender, there's something instinctual about sticking with your pack. Also, out of these 5 or 6 guys, only one other planned on entering a dietetic internship after graduation. It goes just beyond feeling out of place, though. There's also the issue of representation. Young men don't often see male dietitians in the media, in schools, or even in hospitals. If you're a high schooler trying to pick a career path, it's a lot harder to imagine yourself in a role that looks nothing like you. You don't see male dietitians coming to your high school on career day. It just doesn't happen. For myself, I didn't even know a dietitian was a career until my freshman year of college. And lastly, there's a misconception of the field itself. A lot of people still think dietitians just tell people to eat more vegetables or hand out meal plans. But dietetics is so much more. It's clinical, it's research-driven, and it's policy-oriented. We work in sports, in public health, and in tech. But if young men aren't seeing these opportunities, we're missing out on a huge pool of potential talent. If you think about it, male fitness influencers are currently taking over the internet. They clearly have a passion for nutrition. Now, some may have, bogus nutrition programs or not follow an evidence-based approach, but they could have been taught the proper way to research and share nutrition information if they are aware of this career path and entered it into a college. So what can we do about it? Here are 5 ideas or strategies that may help create a more gender-inclusive atmosphere in dietetics. Number 1. Early exposure matters. Going back to that topic of influencing young men, it starts in the middle schools and high schools. We must introduce nutrition as a dynamic, science-based career option for everyone, regardless of gender. Career days and job fairs can all play a role here in this exposure of this occupation for men. Number 2, representation and mentorship. Seeing successful male dietitians matters. Within the past few years, I've been noticing more and more male dietitians on podcasts, YouTube, and TikTok. This gives me comfort knowing that I'm not the only one out there, though at times it feels that way. Not only is seeing a successful male dietitian important, but mentorship programs where male dietitians can provide that sense of belonging for male students coming up in the field is vital. Number 3, representing the information. We must move beyond the meal planner image by highlighting the variety of jobs. There's clinical work, entrepreneurial roles, tech, sports, nutrition, the list goes on. We need to show how dietetics intersects with performance, with business, and with science. That broader view can appeal to more people, especially men. Number 4, building a culture of belonging. It's not just about opening the door, it's about making people feel welcome once they walk through it. Academic programs and workplaces need to cultivate environments where male students and professionals feel seen, heard, and supported. That means encouraging open conversations about the gender dynamics, creating spaces to share personal experiences, and celebrating the contributions of men in the field. Number 5, challenge the stigma. It's not feminine or less masculine to care about health, food, or nutrition. Honestly, in a world where chronic diseases are rising, we need everyone and anyone with an interest in nutrition that is willing to put in the work to share this important information. The more voices, perspectives, and lived experiences we bring into dietetics, the more effective, compassionate, and well-rounded we become as a profession. As I close out today's episode, here's something to think about. Diversity isn't just a buzzword that's thrown out for the fun of it. Rather, it's a strength that needs to be embraced and embedded more into our culture and more specifically into our practice. Because when we open the door wider in dietetics, we don't just make room for more men. We make room for more new ideas, new experiences, and a richer understanding of the people we serve. That's all for today's episode from Unfiltered Nutrition. If you enjoyed this, share it with a friend, leave a review, or send me your thoughts on social media. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening. Until next time.